Do you not feel the slightest bit guilty about getting your dirty black hairs all over my sink? No? Do you not? You don't feel the slightest bit guilty, do you? You gonna stay there? Well, looks like it. Good night. Yep, it's a Gear4Music guitar. And I'm gonna have a look through this. It's brand spanking new. And it's a Gibson Les Paul style. And I'm going to look through this to look for faults. Because there are no faults that I know of. But it's a clever, smart-looking guitar. Sharp, pointy bit there. I'm going to look at it now and have a good look through it. It's just a general quick setup because it's brand new. I think the owner told me it was £150. And it came with a case as well. So that's a pretty good deal. So let's see what it's like. I have a little bit more information for you. It is a basswood guitar. Basswood comes about the softest hardwood you can get, but it's still hardwood. It's also a flamed maple carved top. Not sure what the carved top means. The pickup's supposed to be 3-ply, but doesn't look 3-ply to me. And this is a poplar. The neck is a poplar laminate. Poplar, P-O-P-L-A-R, laminate, oiled poplar laminate. And that is the makings of it. It was £149, came with a case and everything. So let's dig a little deeper. Now, I'm not going to go crazy and take this whole thing to pieces. I'm just going to give it a setup and give my general feelings on it. Let's plug it in and see what noises it makes. If the amp would come on. That's it. Let's just see. That's me. Okay. Everything sounds lovely. That sounds very good to me. Not in tune though. And that's mid-range. And top pickup. And everything is working lovely. Yeah, I can't fault that. So let's look a bit deeper. I'll notice that there's plastic on this which hasn't been taken off. I'll leave that for the owner to take off because it's called peeling. Very appealing. Let's just check the height of the pickups. I do think they're a little bit low. The front one's a little bit low, so let's bring it up. It's all nicely working. There's no problem there. Nice and shiny. You expect it to be. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, right. That's just a tiny bit low. Now, let's just, while I'm at it, let's look very closely at the body. Now the body is very, very nice. They've got it down to a fine art. The body, the pickups and everything like that feel pretty good. Let's turn it over. Switch off the amp and turn it over and have a look at the back. What do we got there in the back? It looks pretty nice. Strange format for the screws. A little bit of red something on there. Let's just see. Oh, I've got it. Just happens to have a little bit of polish there. Will that take that off? It is taking it off. This is just body polish, so it's taking that off. So that's pretty good. So nothing wrong there. It's perfect condition. Not a thing wrong with it. Let me just check the screws are tight. Yeah. Not going to swing on them. Right. The neck. Let's just have a look at the neck. Bring the guitar down and have a look at the neck. It's got some maybe serial number on it. That's just neck feels perfect, natural until it gets to there, and it's just a little bit rough, and I don't think it's finished quite right. So I have some, I think I have some 4000 sandpaper. Let me get the very finest sandpaper I have. Yes, what's this here? 2700. Let me just see. It just needs, I think it just hasn't been sanded, that last touch. My goodness, that's it. That just fixed it. Just that little bit of sanding. Mind you, that's not the end of the world if it had been, but that's it. Doesn't even feel any different from the rest of the neck. And then the rest of the neck feels fine up there. Right, and the actual, let's just check the playability. But I don't think you'll hear it. That's all very good. Usually you'd hear tick, 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 tick. I'd do that if it was something. I can't fault that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let me just feel that. Until you get there, it's rough there, and I can understand why that's rough there, because you're afraid when you're polishing it all. If the neck is attached to the body, you're afraid to touch the body. But I'm actually not going to touch that, because nobody. Who's going to cut their fingers doing that there? You know, no, it's a 150 quid guitar, and it's actually very good so far. Let's look at the tuners. I'm impressed. So far, I'm impressed. I'll check string heights in a second. Tuners have got a nice tightness to them, and they have a screw on the outside that gives it tension. I'm just going to tighten that one up slightly. Just give it a bit more tension. If it didn't have that on it, alright for a learner, but I think they probably need a bit better name than that on it, because people don't want to stand up on stage and say I'm playing a Gear4Music guitar, because they're all vain, right? That's all pretty good. Now, I think the neck could do with being oiled, even though it says it's oiled. Right, let me come back up again. I think I'm going to give the frets, I'm going to keep the strings on and give the frets a little polish and oil the neck. Right, okay, you can go back. Thank you, sandpaper. So, let's just see if I can do it. I don't want to get rid of the strings. Best thing I ever bought. Best thing I ever bought. Brilliant. It's actually not a string winder. It's actually meant to be an electric screwdriver. I think I got it off Wish or something like that there. But it's slow, and it's perfect for what I want. And I bought this thing, which has been very good, I must admit. So I think the whole thing was about £15 in total. And boy, I think it must be one of the banes of a guitar fixer's life, having to turn knobs. Ugh. Especially if you're doing a 12-string guitar or even a bass guitar. Oh gosh. What I do, just use a little strap. It's Velcro, like that there, and I put it on the strings. I'll bring it up here to let you see it. Half the strings go one way and half the strings go the other way. Let me just show you. Like that there. That's it, like that there. And then I bring that below, and the Velcro sticks to it and keeps the strings down. You see the Velcro little strap? And that means I can work at it. Now, I think I'm just going to use that. I'm actually going to use that same 2000 polish. This is just for aesthetics. Just to bring the frets up shinier. It's not doing any good to the guitar at all. It's not helping playability. Just bringing the frets up shinier. There's a little bit of dirt there. I don't think you can see it, but it actually could be wear and tear on it. Right, so what next job? This is so far we're happy. So far we're happy. For 150 quid. You got to say to yourself, you know, this is. I'd be interested to see the factory that the people make these in. Probably Japan, probably China, of course. Ain't that always the case? But the oiled poplar, in other words, it's poplar wood, and it's oiled. So that's just polish from, that's just the frets, me doing the frets, I'm pretty sure. So okay, now I'm going to put some and I'm not going to use anything except for the Dunlop oil on it, the lemon oil. I was tempted there to put in linseed oil, but no, I don't know what the linseed. I'm pretty sure that lemon oil is safe, where linseed oil might mix with the oils on the poplar wood. I don't know what that might do. Cause a gas explosion, nuclear fusion. So that wood is pretty dry, even though it's oiled. Don't use your hands, boys and girls. Lemon oil is not safe to use for your hands. Don't use your hands. I never use my hands to put lemon oil on. That's not lemon oil on my thing, that's my sweat. Right, I'm going to pause while I wash my sweat off my hands. Pause 2 seconds. Right, my hands are nice and washed now and smelling of raspberries. I bought raspberry soap. Carex raspberry, I think it's called. I don't know if it's Carex or not. Right, let's get this up to tune, or even tune. What's the string height like? No, let's just tighten it up a bit and have a look and see. Oh, I haven't checked the neck. Let me just check the neck to see if we need any twicky twistings or something like that. And I'm doubting it will do, but let's just see. That is just the way I'd like it. Nice setup. Nice setup. Let's get this tuned. Now I use this, I've tried all sorts. I've actually bought expensive tuners and everything, but I use this little app, and it's called Pro Guitar Tuner. And I like it because it tells you where you are. If you're too high or too low, it doesn't just say J, G or A on it. But I quite like that because it gives me a quick input into where I'm going. Right, let's get this plugged in and get it tuned up. And then check the string height again. Well, I must say I'm happy with that those tuners, because they're quite reactive and quite nice. Let's get this in good tune now. Right, let's check the intonation. 10 cents. Oh, we had a crack. Let's have a look at that all again. So it's flat. Okay, East flat. East flat. like it. I like it. Now you notice I haven't put the guitar in tune. I'm actually just looking at the note. I don't care if it's in tune completely at this moment in time. Okay, I'm going to give all the heads just a little bit of a tighten with the screwdriver just to make them a bit more firm, because they're so easy to go out that I think that it'll do no harm to make them stiff. And all you can see is my sweater at the moment. Sorry. Yeah, I'm just tightening them up. I prefer them tight than my mates. I tightened them up so much that he can hardly move them, but I'm quite happy with that. He's on stage all the time, and it's very important that it stays in tune. Okay, I can't see anything else that I need to do with that. Let me just check all the little screws. Yeah, it's all nice and tight. No, other than that, I'm quite happy. I'll play a little demo on it now and get it really in tune and play a little demo. Okay, ciao. As you know, the guitar is the star in this show, not me. I'm not here to show off whether I can play or not, and I'm not a great guitar player. Let's get it in tune. Okay, that's it in the middle. And you know, one of the things that impresses me, have a listen. The sustain on that is actually very good, and there must be cheap pickups. 2 sweaters on today because it's freezing. One thing I would comment on is that the neck is relatively thick. But that is a minor complaint compared to what it is. Hollow sound, top humbucker. The neck is thick, but it's good playability neck. Your hand feels good in it. My hands are relatively large. My hand, that just feels good to me, you know. It just. Yeah, no, I quite like that. Lots of push on the tone control. Okay, that's it going home. If I was buying a guitar and I only had a few pounds, this is the kind of guitar I would buy. There's nothing I can fault this on. That's all nice and smooth now. And it's playing well, and it's got a great sustain. And it's not overly heavy, but it says it's a full-size neck. The body may be slightly smaller, but it's going home to his daddy, and his daddy's just down the street from me, so I'm going to carry it down. All right, say bye-bye. Say bye-bye, sweetie. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.